Hey Sydney sisters, it's Milica here. I am beyond excited to finally be bringing you my skincare tutorial. Now I have been a beauty therapist for probably over 11 years now, and I have used a lot of skincare products and tried and tested lots of different things, and I have to say that Senegence is above and beyond anything I've ever used before, and I really have to love what I promote. So this stuff is the bee's knees. The first thing you'll notice is that when you actually cleanse your skin in the morning from the night before, after you've got all your products on, you will find that your skin doesn't actually feel so slimy because all the products are not actually coming off. They've really sunk into the skin. Now, Cineplex is in everything that we have except for lip sense. But Cineplex is a kinetic enzyme. And what the kinetic enzyme does is it pushes dead skin to the surface. And everything that we use has it in there, even our foundations, everything has Cineplex, so it's all got skincare in there. So it doesn't matter what you're putting on your skin, you're using something that is going to benefit your skin on all levels. Now, Cineplex complex goes very, very deep into the epidermal layers. It actually goes 5 layers deep, which is very, very deep. And I've had a lot of clients actually tell me that what they've found is that their skin, after using it for a week and a half, they've called me and they've complained. And they've said, Milica, my skin is flaking. I'm getting a reaction. It looks terrible. I've got like dead skin peeling off. It looks horrible. Something's wrong. And I'm like, look, stick it out, because what's actually happening is you're renewing your skin cells. Dead skin takes about 28 days to get a new layer to the top. This pushes it through. In the first 2 weeks, you're going to get 23.3% of cellular turnover growth in your new skin cells that are going to come to the surface. That is huge. So I always say to my clients, stick it out. And obviously if there's, any issues, then you know that it's that. But I've never had anyone call me back and say it. They've all rung me back after that 2-week or 3-week period. Sometimes it takes more. And for some, it actually doesn't happen at all. But I have had a few clients and they've all said to me, oh my God, my skin looks amazing. And then they've told their friends and their friends have told somebody else. And then before you know it, everyone's on it. So it's amazing. So I'm going to show you the night routine that I would be doing every night for my skin. And I know it sounds like a lot of steps when I explain it, but it's really just second nature, and I'm going to try and not take too long to explain it all, but there is a lot to explain. So I'm going to start off by removing my makeup. As you can see, I've just got on my day makeup that I was wearing today. But before I do that, I just want to explain some of the cleansers. Okay, now when it comes to cleansers, a lot of them contain sodium lauryl sulfate. Sodium lauryl sulfate is an ingredient that makes your product foam. It's in shampoos, it's in hand wash, things like that, okay? So now we have there's a couple of different cleansers, but the ones I'm going to show you are these. This is for normal to dry skin, and this one is for dry skin. So with this one actually has sodium lauryl lactate in it, which is a milk-derived product, and it's also derived from coconut oil. So the difference with that is it's going to hydrate your skin. It's got lavender oil, safflower oil, avocado, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E. That is in pretty much all of the products. There is so many ingredients that overlap because when they're put in their most potent form in a number of your products, you actually get a better benefit out of it. So it's not about putting more of the product on, it's about doing it in the steps for the reasons that they're made for. So for example, eye creams are used for the very soft areas of the eye, and that is because the skin around the eye is different, say for the skin around your face, it's a little bit thicker. Okay, so everything has a purpose. Now, this particular cleanser will still lather up, but it's not going to lather in the sense that you're going to get really dry, stripped skin. Once you strip away that pH mantle, that natural pH of your skin, you are closing your pores, tightening them up, and then before you know it, your face feels like it's going to crack and you need to put on all that moisturizer. Your skin shouldn't feel like that after you cleanse. You should almost feel like you don't need to put anything on. Another tip is putting your face under the hot water in the shower is a big no-no. It can break a lot of the capillaries. It really dehydrates and shocks the skin. Our skin is quite delicate on our face. You don't want to have that hot bombarding water. So I always like to use a washcloth, and I also find that that gives a gentle exfoliation. So that's really good. Okay, now this one is for the dry skin, and it's actually got little pillows in it. They're like a little soft cushion, and what that does is it gently exfoliates for a dry skin. And that's actually got sodium lauryl methyl isothianate, which is a completely different product again. It still gives you that clean feeling, but without foaming. And again, it's not going to dry or strip your skin. Okay, so that's what we're up to so far. We're going to do that first. Now, I like to use Fups remover in a little bottle like this. You've probably seen a few of my videos where I've taken these off, my makeup off using this. So I'm just going to spray my skin. I have seen a few different videos of people spraying them onto like wipes and putting them on different things. And look, I'm not here to judge anyone, but you really should just use I believe you should really just use the product on its own. If you're using any of those makeup wipes in general, they are full of alcohol, very, very drying, and you're just doing more damage really. So you'll see that it comes off very easy. That's just taken everything off. It takes off all the mascara. It takes off the undersense. It takes off the onyx that I've got garnet in my brows. I've got on tinted moisturizer, pearlizer. I had a lot of eyeshadow on there. And that's all come off so easily. And I'm just giving a little bit of a rub here. I'm not actually even pressing too hard. And I'm just going to get my warm face cloth and just wipe it all off. I tend to do this in the shower. I find it really easy to do it in the shower. But, you know, everyone's different. Some people like to cleanse at the basin. So I've just done that here in the bathroom. I've just filled up the sink with some hot water. Now, I don't know how much of that lipstick is going to come off. I'm going to use a little bit of Oops on that. And I'm just going to let that sit there for a minute. But you can see that most of it's come off pretty easy and so quickly. Like so quickly. I never actually use Oops, but I put this makeup on like probably a couple of hours ago because I did a live Facebook video. So normally I wouldn't even use Oops because by the end of the day, which is like a 12-hour day for me, I just brush my teeth and I find that gets it off really well. But I made sure that I didn't put on too much of a crazy colour. And just give that a good... Well, my lips are quite pink anyway, so it's probably going to look like I've still got a little bit on, but that's fine. I'm going to leave that on. And now I'm going to cleanse. And with the cleanser, oh my gosh, please do not overuse any of these products. They are so, so potent. The quality of the products is ridiculous. So, like, that probably looks like a bigger amount than it is, but it's really just... like it's like nothing. So I'm just going to get that straight onto my face. And then I'm just going to wet my fingertips. And this is going to be the final stage of cleaning so that when you go to put on all of your products, your skin is completely clean. And you can see it all come off, but it does come off on the towel. So, I mean, I have special ones just for this, but still, it comes off everything. Okay? Okay, now there's two different exfoliants. We have a polishing exfoliator. Now, this one is quite fine. And what this one, I find it's got more of an enzyme process to it. So I know when I use it on my skin, I can feel it tingle a little bit more. So it's quite fine, really good for a skin that's quite sensitive. And then we have the bomb of exfoliators, which is this one. Now, this one is our facial resurfacer. Now, it is really a resurfacer. It will take off a lot of dead skin. Still very gentle, but some people do find it a little bit rough. So I always recommend mixing a little bit in with your cleanser, and that kind of softens it a little bit. But I'm going to use, for the purpose of the video, this one, because I just want to show you that this is the way I actually do it. I put it on like a mask. And I just let it sit there for a minute. Sometimes I put a lot of washing in. I let all those enzymes really get into the skin. And what you'll actually find is by the time I start talking for a little bit, you'll see it actually start to disappear on some parts of my face. And what that's actually doing is that it's actually penetrating the pores, and it's going to polish and clean them, and it's going to look great. It's going to feel great, and you really, really do need to exfoliate. My recommendation is once or twice a week on the days that you wash your hair. That's usually the way I do it. So that just gives me, twice a week, or I can get away with once a week because my hair is just, that's my hair. So everyone's different. But yeah, twice a week, and I wouldn't do it any more than that. Some people do recommend, look, everyone's different again, but with my years of experience, I don't recommend you exfoliating every day because it's too much for the skin. It is way too much. You do need to have some protection there, and you can over exfoliate your skin. And like sometimes when you haven't had enough to drink and then your body retains fluid because it's like we don't know when we're going to get a drink next. So sometimes that can happen with your skin as well. You could exfoliate too much, and then before you know it, you're too red, you're too raw, it's sensitive. It's not good. Okay, so I'm going to just wet my fingertips. You can see it's kind of sinking in a little bit there. I would have normally left it a little bit longer. Now I feel this really tingle right around my cheeks. I'm quite thin. I've got a lot of thin skin there. So I find that really, sparks up the exfoliation process right there because it penetrates a lot quicker. But this is very fine. And even with the resurfacer, with the volcanic ash that's in there, even though that it feels rough, the product, like the ash is actually spherical. So it's not going to scratch your skin. You will actually find that it will polish your pores. And the best thing about these exfoliants is that they will actually clean your blackheads. They will clean the pores like you've never been cleaned before. That's all I have to say about that. Also, I was just going to say about that cleanser. With this cleanser, it's actually got lavender oil in there. Lavender, safflower, avocado, and that's quite gentle. So don't think that because you're using a cleanser that is slightly foaming for a normal to dry skin, that you're going to feel dry. They've got the most beautiful calming botanicals in them. They would definitely feel amazing. All right. Now we get on to the pièce de résistance. Okay, I'm just going to dry my face. You can already see it, like, it's so much smoother. You can see that? It's just amazing. Okay, so now we're going to move on. Da, 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 da. Climate control. It's just the most amazing product. You can see that it's actually suspended. Can you see that bit of fluid in there? Okay, so that's Cineplex in the top. And in the bottom, that's Cellplex. So these are more proteins and kinetic enzymes that are basically going to allow, now there's no emulsifier in this, so it's not a moisturizer. So what this is going to do is go straight into the pores. So this is like a serum. It is full of hyaluronic acid, like so much hyaluronic acid. It's a humectant, so it's going to hold more than 100 times its weight in water, so it will hold all the moisture in your skin. Now, don't forget, you can still be oily and dehydrated, so you can still use this even if you've got an oily skin type. Being dry is a lack of oil. Being dehydrated is a lack of water, and this is like a big drink of water for your skin. Now, what you need to do is you need to activate it so that when you first get it, it'll look like this, Okay, you can see it's got that little bit in there. Now, when I activate it, you'll see that the two will actually blend together, and that is the dual delivery system. So once it's activated, it's always activated. But what this is going to do is this is actually going to allow all your products to penetrate so much better. And then after, oh, I've got a bit of fluff in my mouth. And then after this, we're going to put on the vitamin C. Okay, so let's shake it up. You'll see now. Okay, see that? Yes. All right, now you can spray it directly on the face, but I'm just going to spray it in my hand first because it's just new. Okay. Don't ever waste this. This stuff you can use. Eczema, dry skin around your hands, dry skin in the cuticles. It's just, even in your hairline, it is so amazing. So that's just sunk up pretty quickly. But I'm going to put on another squirt. Never have enough of this stuff. Okay, now what I'm going to do is put on some of this. Now this is vitamin C serum. Now can you see the little pearls in there? That's actually encapsulated vitamin C pearls. Now it's a stabilized vitamin C. Now vitamin C needs, for it to work, it needs to be stabilized. It is a vitamin, it's an antioxidant, and it's a live particle. So for it to go into your skin and work, it needs to be live. So can you see that? It looks, see all the little bits and pieces? Okay, so if you put that on and just gently massage that into the skin. Now I find that if I've just exfoliated, I really feel this tingle. But that's only because it's working and I've just exfoliated and it's going right into my skin. If you don't exfoliate, basically it's like having a sheet of dead plastic over your skin. Nothing's ever going to penetrate that. You need to slough that off. And then when you put your products on, now the vitamin C is going to go really, really deep. And you know, like when you're, like if you ever see really dry concrete and you pour like water on it, how it just sort of sits there? Well, that's what the climate control will do. It actually sort of allows everything to kind of just like blend in that little bit better. Okay. Now this is going to help with your skin tone. It's a pure antioxidant, and as you can see, everything goes down in these gorgeous little vacuum suctions, so you don't miss out on anything. But you can just see from me doing that how clear my skin looks. It looks really fresh. It's an anti-aging serum. It is completely it is so good for evening out your skin tone. If you have dark spots or dark circles, we do have separate treatments for that. But just this alone, your skin tone will be so much more even. It is amazing for that. It's an antioxidant, and you have to be doing all of this morning and night, and it takes 5 seconds, really. It doesn't take very long. That's because I'm explaining it. But once you're using a product like this, you will never use anything else again. It is unbelievable the amount of, like, just the quality of the product when you feel it on your skin, even for the first time. The first time you put it on, it'll be amazing. Now imagine doing that morning and night, and then in 2 weeks' time, you've increased your collagen, elastin, and all of that 23.3%. That is huge, huge, crazy. Okay, now eye cream. And on the brow bone for the lift. And now we're going to put on some of the night cream. Now this is for dry skin, this particular one. There's also the day cream, the one in the pump. But this particular one is the night cream, the evening night cream for dry skin. Now this particular moisturizer is very thick, it's very rich, it smells amazing, it's got the most amazing ingredients in it. Again, it's actually got coconut oil in there, avocado, safflower, orchid flower. There's just so many, moringa it's got in there as well, which is amazing. It's an antioxidant and helps with the smoothing of the skin and hydration. It's beautiful. Now, this has actually got the most amount of Cineplex in it. It's very, very thick and it's beautiful and luxurious. So I'm just going to get this. Now, this is the way I recommend you put on your moisturizers. Some of those things, yes, I was massaging in because you need to. Moisturizers, warm up in your fingers, not in your palms, because the palms absorb, the fingers don't. And then I like to press it into my skin. And I start on the inside and I work my way out. And what this does is this activates your lymphatic fluid and helps with the dark circles and puffiness under the eyes. Gets that metabolism going in your skin. And you're not rubbing it all over your face. Okay, that's it. So none of this, again, everyone's different, but it's not what I recommend. Okay, now, I'm so excited about this. This is the Collagen Night Pack, okay? Now, this little baby in here is marine collagen. And that little, can you see all the little bit? That's actually Cineplex. So you're putting pure Cineplex, pure collagen right onto the skin, and you're doing it with a special brush. And you start at the top and you kind of like paint it on like this, and I'll show you how. And also this brush is specifically made to go underneath the eyes. But the reason why it's also shaped like that is because when I put it in now, you'll see that you're actually getting all the ingredients plus some of the Cineplex, because it goes around in a spiral, and that's you're getting enough of the product evenly distributed. Okay, so basically, because Senegence is vegan, we don't use any products that are derived from animals. So even though this is a marine collagen through biochemistry, which is what you do to create products, they have created the mimic. That's what biodiversity is. They basically get something and they work out how to make it from something natural, okay? So they've used different ingredients, and what they've come up with is this, which is the Collagen Night Pack, and it is marine based. Now, collagen is something that depletes over time. So this is actually going to create extra collagen in your skin. It helps with the synthesis of collagen and elastin. And when you're sleeping at night, that's when free radicals attack your skin. So you have to make sure that you're putting on good products when your skin is at rest. When your skin is resting, your body's resting, it doesn't have to do anything except for metabolize, rest, and repair. That's when your skin heals, that's when your skin repairs itself, and that is the best time to put this. Well, this is made for nighttime, but something like this of a nighttime, it actually creates a shield. So you're actually going to create like a pillow on the face, so you're not going to get these marks when you wake up in the morning. And the younger the better, ladies. And you know what? It's never, ever, ever too late to start. I have had women in their 40s using this product that are calling me constantly going, my girlfriends are saying, what the heck are you using on your face? Because you look so amazing. The fine lines are going, and they're not even using full range. They're just using cleanser, moisturizer, and the exfoliant, day and night cream, and they're just shocked. It really, really, really is amazing. Oh, light just popped on in here. Okay, now I don't want to waste any of that. Oh. Okay, so this is the last step before you go to bed. Now you can also put on lash extend, lip volumizer, but just for the purpose of this video, I'm going to do this. Are you ready? Can you see it in there? Oh, how exciting. And I just start here and I work my way up there. This feels like silk on your skin. What it'll actually do is lock in all the products. It's going to help with collagen and elastin synthesis, which is going to increase your collagen and elastin production in your skin, which means you are going to have the most amazing looking skin. And in the morning when you wake up and you haven't used it, you will feel the difference. And I'm just putting it on like this in an upward motion. You can put it around your nose. Just pop a little bit like that. Now I like to go right under there, right over my eyes. And that's it. And you go to bed and you wake up feeling amazing. So that was the skincare tutorial for your evening makeup routine. Now, if there is a request, I will do a daytime one as well. But most of the products is everything I would use the same, except in the daytime I would use my daytime moisturizer and I wouldn't be using that. So that's really the only difference. But yes, I'm happy to do one for you as well. And I just love the products. They're so amazing. And I hope that you can all, don't ever waste that little bit on there. Like there's not much because I know how much I'm using, you can see. But yeah, just don't waste it. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. Make sure that you subscribe so that you get a notification when I do any other videos. Thank you so much for watching. Love you all. Love from Milica, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys. Mwah.